Hey everyone. Weird to see me in this position recording again, but here we are. I got some free time on my hands, so I'm gonna break down Unendurable for y'all, since it's probably one of my favorite out of the two releases so far. So I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna break this down. Now, as you can see, it is not a complex song at all. You don't need songs to be complex in order for them to be good. It's all about what you think is good. So, with that, we have. Actually, let's get into the beginning first. So, what you're hearing is a sample that I found. I don't know what effects I put on it, to be honest. Distorter, reverb. Okay. So nothing crazy. This is actually the drop consolidated, and then I just threw it in the beginning to fill the space. And it sounds pretty cool and creepy, and it sounds like 480 like explosions, and then the bass, the bass. Then all's good. And then all that happens here is just the samples changed. The bass goes up. And the bell stayed the same pretty much. So it goes from like low. Like. It heightens everything because, it went up a notch. All of these are just some effects. It's pretty simple. The clap goes from stereo, from being really wide, to like tightening it just to pulls out and then brings you in. But the regular hi-hats, some weird ass samples that I've found. This, and all it does is just build up. So when it does drop, I'm pretty sure this is the op sound from CSGO. Yeah, okay. Please don't copyright me, Gabe. So together it helps accentuate the change in note. So, when it goes from it sounds nice. There's no other way to break that down. When we get over here, it's just a quick little switch up so I can get into the meat and potatoes of the drop. This actually came first, all of this right here. The intro is usually made after. I usually work on the drop first and then the intro and everything in between, because it's easier to make the drop and build it around that, because your drop is the main focus. If you made an intro before your drop, usually your intro is going to be better than your drop. But that's just me. So it just goes from simple. You don't have to make anything crazy. You don't have to make it complex. You don't have to put 3 million automations on it. If it sounds fucking good, post it. Who gives a fuck? And then it's just... And so this is just a little, like, the teaser, when like some artists do the classic, they make it sound like it's coming through a telephone or degrade the audio when it's like what the drop is going to sound like. It's to build tension, have fun. This over here, this is actually my voice. What I have found out is that when it comes to creating vocals or trying to find samples that you want for like drops or vocals, fuck finding it, make them yourself. Usually it ends up being a lot better, which is the case right here. I fucked around with a recording and I knew what I wanted to say for the second like build up part, and it sounds great. You can't even tell it's me. It sounds like it has more testosterone, but it's nothing crazy. It is literally just some knobs turned. Stretch Pro, fucking love that feature. And then there's a few. That's a lot, actually. But what it is just a vocal chain that I have installed. If I show you, it's literally vocal FX chain. It just helps. I've done it before. I use it all the time for my vocals. I mess around with it. The best thing to do is if you have something for vocals that you've recorded for your vocals, save that chain and just reload it and fuck with it every new time because it makes the process so much easier. What the fuck is up? Same with this one over here. Pull the speakers out. Low key, don't even know how I did that shit. Okay, I did that and then pitch it up, I guess. Cool. Pull the speakers out. With this stuff too. Okay, cool. The drop, the main bass is actually pretty simple. Nope. What's really funny is when you have like presets made already, when you make your own shit, fuck around with it. I just threw in a different sample, which is the op bolt forward sound effect for CSGO, because I was playing a lot of CSGO at the time, so I was like, fuck it, let's see what I can do with it. It's pretty simple. It's nothing crazy. There's a couple effects on the thing. There's a couple effects over here. It's not complex. Don't let it get into your head that all these artists and all these things have such. It's pretty simple. Not everything needs to be complex for it to be good. You know, don't waste your time trying to have the 125 tracks all filled out with all sorts of stuff. So don't make it too confusing, because if you do, you will pull your hair out. That's the more higher end for this part. So. And then we have, I don't know why this isn't playing. So this is a higher part just to fill out that space. The sub. And so I'm pretty sure this is just, so it kind of fills it out, makes it sound nicer, you know. You try to hit all the frequencies, but that's for this song. That might not apply to everything. The drums are pretty simple too. It's a fucking rhythm dubstep track. That shit is the easiest fucking thing to put together. So it's easy. I don't have to explain a regular dubstep drum pattern. It should be easy. And then another recording. And then a switch up. It's just the same, but I fucked around with it even more. I think I changed the sample to, yeah, bolt pull. It's simple. It's not too complex. Change up the drop, just to let the listeners know that it is different. It is going to be different. You let them hear it the first time. Don't leave the same drop build up the second time. Switch it up if it's leading from a drop immediately into another drop. And so this is just consolidated stuff. You can do this pretty easily. You just consolidate or render out your drop and then you chop it up. That comes from this, which you can hear is the drop. So moving on, it's just another mix up. You know, you catch them off guard. And all this is just a screech going down. It's so easy. It's easy to do. It is brain dead. Same there. Consolidated, drop, chopped up. And it kind of repeats that. I switched up the second part. I don't like to leave multiple parts like the same. I like to switch it up. I don't like to copy and paste drops. I think that's lazy. We're working in a digital space. It is very easy to twist a few knobs and drop in some new samples and make a new sound. You know, always push yourself. Don't stick to the copy and paste unless your contract or your manager is whipping you or whatever, doing BTA for you to get a song out. So, but I don't have that. So for better or for worse. And the end is just that. It's not too complex, but as you can see, just the breakdown, it sounds a little egoish, but it's a fun song. It's simple. You don't need to add a bunch of stuff. I have my main sound. I made it interesting. I gave it multiple different like sections of different patterns and different sounds. The intro is simple because the main meat of it is the drop. Don't bog yourself down with trying to make things super complex. You don't have to automate everything. You don't have to make it crazy. Sometimes the simple stuff is the best stuff. So that's my dog shit breakdown of Unendurable. I hope that kind of taught you something. I don't know what the fuck it taught me, but thank you for watching. If you want to support me more, subscribe and go listen to my music on repeat. If you like it, share it with your friends and family. Maybe your grandma might like it. So yeah, that's all from me. I don't really know how to end YouTube videos that well, so if you hear me saying this, thank you for watching all the way to the end. And keep an eye out for new posts.